Hey guys, what's going on? Look what we got here. Candelabra. Now the bees like this plant. I don't see any on them right now, but it's winding down. It's going to seed pods, as you can see here. Seed pods. Yeah, we need to get some of these. We definitely need to get some of these puppies here. Candle bush. They call it candle bush because I guess it looks kind of like a candle. I don't see any bees on it right now. Man, there's a lot of seed pods. We're going to start adding this to my collection. Look at the bananas. Lots of bananas. I don't like bananas, but anyway, my neighbor John does. John said come and get some seeds, so that's what I'm doing. All right, we got to move on down. I'll show you another tree. Oh, hi guys. Just checking out the Brazilian pepper. It's just starting to bloom here. I saw one honeybee so far. There's a hornet working it. Sometimes in September the love bugs come back for another love fest. And usually they're all over this stuff. It's in the middle of the day. It's about 2 in the afternoon. It is hot, guys. So maybe they've slowed down a little bit. I saw some further down the causeway. I'm on this long causeway along. That goes to the Gulf of Mexico. It's right over there. You can see that line of palm trees. 50 more yards or so past them is the Gulf of Mexico. That is west. Anyway. Yeah, this is one of the plants that us Florida beekeepers look forward to every fall. This runs about a good month long crop. You can make easily 100 pounds per hive. Everybody should do that much this year if you're in the honey business, because we've had lots of rain. This thing needs lots of rain. And the only thing that'll knock this crop out is a hurricane usually, because right now we're in hurricane season. And a lot of beekeepers, if you come to Florida, let me give you a little warning, wherever you put these, you're close to water normally and you're in swampy areas. This stuff, I'm in Hudson, so not so much. If you go along the coast you'll get some, but I'm at the north end of it. You go from my area south all the way to the Everglades, yes, you're going to have this crop. Now the state of Florida hates this crop. It was brought in from Brazil, hence the name Brazilian pepper. Yes. And the boys in Brazil make tons of honey with this crop. And I like the flavor of it. Now if you go down to Naples, there's another plant down there, a tree. It's called the punk tree. I think in Australia they call them paper bark. And you can actually, it looks like kind of like your birch bark. You can just peel the bark off it, and you can actually stuff it in a smoker. It smokes really well too. But this is going on right now. Right after this crop, you're gonna have the punk, which is down in Naples area, down around the glades. I had a friend that years ago, he worked a deal with the Seminole Indians, and he got in there and made a lot of honey in that area. But I haven't talked to him in eons. I don't know what happened to him. But I just thought I'd show you this. It is starting. Right after this, the punk's gonna happen. And it's gonna go all the way almost to December, as I remember it. That plant there, you can also get about 100 pounds per hive off of. So you can collect 100 pounds per hive on this one, shift to Naples if you can get in. It's a rush here because you got everybody and his brother flooding into Florida to winter. They winter here. All your pollinators, a lot of them come down here in winter, and they build up beehives to get ready to rock and roll for next spring almond run in California. So they depend on this crop. So if you were to come down here and want to be a commercial beekeeper, you're gonna have to about buy some land or con somebody into letting you in somewhere, because the competition is kind of fierce. There's thousands and thousands of hives coming down here hitting this crop, and I get not doing too bad with it in my area in Hudson, Florida. Yep. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. I want to show you a couple more plants back at the base camp that I've started, and I'll be showing you those. See you soon. Get after it, girls. Get after it. Get after it. Spanish needle. Oh, what do we got here? Lemongrass. Lemongrass is getting crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. I've chopped this thing down 3 times this year, and what I do is just use it as ground cover. I throw it up underneath this stuff. Moringa going crazy. I've got to get in here and chop it down. But I got the Spanish needle. It's just all over the place here. Yeah. Spanish needle doing very well. This is a sweet almond, and it's probably a dumb place that I planted it, but I thought I'd give it a try. You know, you never know about plants, but they're kind of suffocated in here. I may dig it up and put it in full sun. They like full sun, and it's kind of hard to do when you got it suffocated with all this other stuff. But this is Chaya. It's blooming, and I've seen bees work this as soon as it opens up. You can see a lot of tops there. This is Chaya, spinach tree. These leaves have cyanide in them, but what you do is you boil them for a little bit and dump the water out, and then you throw them on a cutting board, chop them up, add butter to it, and cook until done. Yeah. So yeah, I've got more needle here. Now, wherever the sun hits the longevity spinach, as you can see here, it is doing quite well. This is all longevity spinach. And the way you eat longevity spinach, you reach down here and grab a leaf like this. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Pakistani mulberry, and that thing I've had in the hole for like 3 years, and I need to get in here and prune it down. It likes pruning. I don't know, somebody else likes it too. The leaves are getting all chewed up here. Some little critter caterpillar No big deal though. They got to eat too, you know. But this thing hasn't really gotten crazy with berries. I think if I clip this thing way down, it likes pruning, according to Pete. Pete at Green Dreams Nursery. Something else I want to show you. Now, Pete is a friend of mine, and he runs a nursery over here to my east, northeast. And he just did a show. Go out and check him out, his channel. Yeah, he's almost got 100,000 subscribers. He's doing really well. Anyway, he was talking about this. This is called, they do a lot of this in Africa. They feed livestock, goats and whatnot with this. And this is the Mexican sunflower. And yes, what you do, Pete's got a whole thing, go out there, grow your own fertilizer is the name of his show. So pull that up. Pete Canteras at Green Dreams Nursery. And watch a show on this Mexican sunflower. This thing is going to get yellow flowers all over it, and the bees just love it. But half the time we chop this stuff down and use it as a fertilizer. You start stuffing it under. It's high nitrogen. And I've been putting in a lot of cassava. Here's cassava here. And I just put in the stalks here. There's the stalk right there. You just cut it off and hammer it in the ground. And pretty soon up comes these shooters. This thing will get very tall. It'll get 15 foot or more in the air. Here's one here that's fixing to really go. I got to get these scrub oaks out of here. I got enough oaks around here. I want to grow food. So these little oaks I want to get out of here and put stuff like this in its place. Cassava, anything that makes food. All this stuff down through here is stuff for bees. It's the Mexican sunflower. We can chop this stuff up with a machete, throw it in, and start making fertilizer. Here's another oak here, needs to go. Here's another baby cassava here. You can see the stalk I put in. You want to put these in Florida in the rainy season. When the rainy season starts, go out and start whacking this stuff down and shove it in the ground. Pound it in the ground with a hammer and let it go. This stuff here, when you plant this stuff, see this green shoot here? This one here? Not so much. Take one of these brown ones like this one, chop it off at the bottom, leave the top on it, and start cutting this thing with a machete about every 2 feet, and just hammer a good foot of it in the ground, and it'll take off. You can do the same thing. You can do exactly the same thing with a cassava. They call it tapioca, cassava, yucca, all the same critter. Okay. Now, yeah, that longevity spinach, as you can see, that green growing, man, that stuff is taking off, guys. Unbelievable. But it's all this stuff, even that chaya spinach tree, you need to control it. Yeah, you need to control it. I've got more spinach, longevity spinach growing in these here. Here's some more. It's so easy to grow, it's ridiculous. Here's some more. I had it in a wood barrel and it rotted out, so I put it in there. The mint now is coming. Now we're heading toward fall. Mint is coming. There's some more. Let me show you a couple plants that I just purchased. These things are really cool. And the bees, there's no bees on them right now because they haven't even found them. But once they find them, they're going to go crazy. This plant is called Jatropha. Jatropha. ROPHA. This thing will get tall. It'll get 15 foot or more. And it's an excellent honey plant. South Florida, I understand. Some of these leaves you see almost look like a turkey foot here. This thing will get big and it'll get covered with these red blooms. The bees will be all over it. They're growing these in South Florida, and I think the whole experiment was a failure. They've got a poisonous nut about yay big around that gets on them. And they dry those, and they run them through a press, and you can get a flammable oil out of them that you can use in biofuel. So, yes, that's another one. We're going to, the rest of this year and into 2020, old Steve-O is going to start planting a lot. We're going to turn this place into the Garden of Eden, okay? We're going to start putting in all this stuff butterflies and bees like. We're going to be growing food and flower plants. This is a candelabra. The seed pods that I started the video with, that's this little guy. John, my neighbor, he started a seedling this spring, and it shot up like this. These things grow fast, and they got the yellow flowers. I thought it'd be kind of cool looking with the two Jatropha. Here's another Jatropha here. I put a little black cow dirt around here. I'm going to water it again just before nightfall. Got some more pineapple. These have never done well over here in the full sun for whatever reason. I don't know. But look, you can see this invasive weed is just everywhere, and the bees love it. Spanish needle is what it's called. And they stick to your pants. These little, here's the seed. Here's the seed right here. And you can imagine all these seeds got little hooks on them. And they hook to your pants. And that's how, and critters, and they get spread all over the place. But our little girlfriends here love that, and that is wonderful. So that's what we're doing. We're getting a lot of stuff going. We're going to keep on going. And in the morning, we're not working bees now, but in the morning we're going to get out here, and I've got to put another treatment on the bees. I want to put another oxalic acid drip on them. Check them for patties. Check them to see how they're doing. Maybe add another round of syrup on them. But yeah, Jatropha. You gotta love it, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye. Be happy. Good morning, all you beautiful people out there. How are you this morning? Over here at my little other bee yard, fixing to get in there and give them a little treatment. Little oxalic acid dribble action. I got a few extra beetle traps I made up in case one needs to get changed out. I got about 3/4. Let's see, I've got, I don't know, there's only like a dozen hives. There's 2 here and the rest are at the other base camp. Just wanted to find out if you guys have been watching any of this debate stuff. These future Democratic presidential wannabes. Have you seen any of that? I have to be honest. I can't watch a lot of that because I like to maintain a healthy blood pressure. And the only way I can do that is not watch these people or listen to them. But every once in a while I check in to see if it's the same old rhetoric, you know, on and on, which it is. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it the other day, and all of them running their mouth. and then I just realized I've got to change channels very quick here. So that's what I did. But, you know, I'm getting up there in age, guys. You know, but I got a long ways to go. Because, you know, like I told you in the past, I'm going to go to 175 years of age. So I'm only 70 now, so that gives you, you know, you do the quick math, that's 105 years I've got left. But even as I age, you never ceases to amaze me. No matter how long you live, you can always learn something stupid, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that whole thing. So try to maintain, guys. I know it's hard to do because it's everywhere. You're getting bombarded from everywhere about these people. Just maintain, use common sense, and we're going to get through this thing. And so just thought I'd pass that on to you real quick. And the chickens are coming over to see me this morning. We've got lots of chickens. They're all coming to see me. And they're beautiful. Oh, look at that big rooster. Wow, he is a beauty. All right, guys, let's get out here and work some bees and quit the silly nonsense, okay? That's what you came here for, not to listen to any of my rhetoric, okay? I'll see you in a few. Okay, guys, we got this little old hive here. We put a Sebastian queen in here, I don't know, a week ago. Still got syrup on it, so they're quite weak. Got some beetles here in our stuff. I'll give them an attitude adjustment. I'm going to put a fresh trap on this. Let's just open this up and see what's going on in here, if anything. Yeah, there's a few dead beetles in there, but there's some mold and stuff in there. I don't think them beetles are going to get on that. I bought some other traps. We're going to change this trap out. Look at these guys. They're kind of like chilling here. Thinking about getting over here and getting drawing out a little wax. Well, we've got some larvae up in here. We've got larvae in there. Got some larvae over here. That's cool. See if we can find our little girl. We got plenty of larvae going on in here. Now Sebastian tells me that these queens, if you get in a little bit of a dearth, these carnelians, they just shut down in laying. And as it picks up, then they crank up in laying. Okay, she's not on this frame. I'm going to eventually change out these ugly frames here because there's not good comb in here, as you can see. There's a lot of old stretched out drone looking comb, but there is enough comb to keep her going here. Let's see if she's over here on this one. I've not seen her yet, guys. She's not setting the world on fire here as far as laying, and I don't know why not. I mean, they got food on them. We've been giving them patties. No reason why she shouldn't be kicking in high gear. I don't know where she's hiding here yet. I haven't seen her. She's got a green dot on her thorax. Maybe I missed her here. We'll look again. Maybe she's being sneaky. She's a dark queen. Those big fat-butted Italian girls are usually bright yellow. They jump right out at you. They jump right out at you. I don't see her. She may be running around on the sidewalls in there, who knows. But there's a queen in here. Because they're making larvae. They're making larvae, so we'll put her back together. She's probably crawling around on the sidewalls in here somewhere. Alright, I'm going to get a little bit of, let's put some rubber gloves on. Get these rubber gloves on and give them a squirt. These Harbor Freight gloves work pretty good. If your hands are a little bit sticky, whatever, get some talcum powder. Alright, just a small colony. We're only going to give it 25 milliliters. 25 milliliters. I'm also going to put a fresh trap in here. I put a T on there for top. Okay, that's it. Put us a trap in there. And I'm going to let them keep chewing on this patty right there. And I'm going to give them a fresh jar of syrup. bull ants. Typical. I have not put my Tanglefoot on these for quite a while. Been lazy, I guess. But you can see they're coming up. Need to wipe that stuff off and reapply some Tanglefoot on it. There's a few beetles on this lid here. Give them an attitude adjustment. Let's see what this trap looks like. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at them things they're trapping, guys. A lot of people say, oh, Steve, you're putting chemicals in these beehives. Well, my thought is on this, they're coming in, they're eating all this poison in here, and they're not coming out. They stay in the hive. So we'll put a new one of them on. Yep. Well, there's a heavy frame, guys. Yeah, this girl's doing a fine job. Fine job. They're loading us up with syrup. She's laying like crazy. She's a big golden Italian in here. I really like this. There's a lot of spotty, you know, a lot of shotgun pattern there, but I have. If you dig around in this hive, you'll see quite a bit of the. This one's kind of spotty too. I'm seeing down here. Put this hive back together. I'm going to break this top off for a second. I'm starting to put some nectar in this thing. Let's look at this trap. I got another one down here. This trap has been an experiment for me this year, guys, but it's working. As you can see, look at all those dead beetles in there. Yeah, it's working. Let's take one frame out down here and see what she's doing. They've got work to do yet on this colony, so they really don't need another box yet. But there's a lot of pollen in here. A lot of pollen on that frame right there. Nectar source. This is all laid back with fresh eggs from wall to wall, guys. She's laying nice. She's backfilling everything with eggs. It's looking good. She's looking good. Looking good. I'm going to put see, what have I got here? This is going to work out perfect here at this yard. I've got I'm going to put a trap below. And my corrugations, you can see here, I like to let them run this way. It's just what I do. All right, what I'm gonna do here, guys, I'm gonna suck up 50 milliliter. I'm gonna put 25 downstairs, put the lid back on, and then put 25 above. Let's go over here and suck up another 50. There we go. There we go. We got our 50. You can see how I made this solution. On another video, I've done it before. There's another video out there. That's good. Let's put this on the bottom. Put this top back on. Let these girls get back to work. No rest for the wicked. Just in case these are wicked twisted sisters. But they're not, though. These are nice bees right here. Like I said, a big old fat butted Italian queen in here. I got to get back over and put some more pollen patties on. I dummied up, forgot to bring them. I knew there was something I forgot to bring. No big deal. I'll be back over here in a day or two. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we got that one there. Put that one in, trap in. Give them a fresh jar of syrup. All right. Alrighty. Let me put this plug in here a little bit. Close that entrance down a little bit. I don't want them getting robbed out. All right, let's move back to the other yard, guys. This yard's done, and I'll keep on getting it. Seems like a pretty good product. Ultra Bee. I just walked by here the other day and this thing still had pollen in it. But guess what? It's empty. So here's what I like to do. See this little dog clip I put here? Take this dog clip, take it off like that. Now it's standing straight up, right? This is number 30 tarred nylon. This will stay on here for 150 years. And they gave you, no they didn't. I think I stole that from Miss Daisy, this scoop here. So it's kind of nice. You can just stand it up like this and load it up. This is the same stuff I'm putting in the patties. You've seen that before. You've seen that movie before. So then you're done, you just snap on your dog clip, and you'll notice I've got a little downward slope on that to keep the rain out of this thing. Look at the bees already in there. Look at them. They are hungry, guys. But my Brazilian pepper is just popping now, so hopefully they'll get going good with that real quick here. Alrighty. That's that trick. Let me get my smoker fired back up here, and we'll I won't take you through all these colonies because you know the drill already. I hope you guys have had a successful season. Mine hasn't been all that great. I think I'm going to end up with a dozen colonies is all this year. And hopefully I'll have plenty of bugs to work with in the spring. And so we can start grafting, because I want to do my own grafting. And I'll just graft from my better queens. Then buy a queen from this guy or that guy, and then find out which one working best. Years past, I did really well with Wooten queens. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Wooten queens. They're out of California. They've been in the game forever. Wooten golden queens. I've gotten hundreds of their queens in the past. I knew a commercial beekeeper. He was doing some of my honey processing, and he was buying exclusively from Wooten, and he'd bank a lot of queens, and he ended up owing me a bunch of money on honey. Seemed like he was spending his money, spending that honey money as fast as he could make it. So he owed me money. So I said, okay, well, what do you got? He could never seem to come up with cash, but he always had plenty of queens. He was banking them queens, and I started getting queens from him at his cost. And anyway, yeah, we did all right with that. All right, I'm going to take one of these patties over here. Let's go around the corner. Keep these patties, by the way, in the freezer. These little patties, keep them in the freezer. I'm going to change out all these, give them fresh ones. This queen in here is laying very well. There you go, girls. That's simple. That quick and that easy. I may need, this is a fantastic queen here, and in about a week, like I say, it's just starting. They had extra frames out here, I know, to work, but I'm going to get back in here in a week. My pepper bloom will be going on pretty good at that point, and we'll evaluate and see if we need to add on extra room on these hives. Looks like they got plenty of food. I'm seeing lots of honeycomb on the outside here, so they're doing well. Okay, guys, glad you came by today. See old Steve-O and his shenanigans. I'm not going to bore you to death with going through all these colonies here, but you get the idea. We'll do this every week. I'll give them a squirt of this stuff, and we'll keep going, monitor them, get them through winter, give them everything they need, guys. Give them pollen. Look at the girls are already coming in. Say thank you, Steve-O, you're giving us what we need. These hives are fattening up pretty nice. They're coming along nice, but we just have to maintain and make sure they got plenty of food. And little pollen coming in. Yep, little pollen coming in, nice. So I will see you guys on the next one. Be happy. Get out there and work them bees. See you later. Bye-bye.